this afternoon, we would like to share a few concert reminders with you. As a courtesy, we ask that you turn off all cell phones. We also ask that you remain seated throughout the entire performance.
Please be courteous and do not block the view of other audience members when using iPads, phones, or other recording devices. This afternoon, we encourage you to applaud for all our amazing 5th grade performers, but please do not shout out any student's name, scream, or yell. We also ask that you remove your hat when in the PAC so everyone can see our performance. In compliance with the state fire code and for your safety, please make sure all aisles remain clear during the entire performance. If you have an emergency, please ask one of our ushers to assist you. This performance is being recorded for broadcasts. Please feel free to move to the commons area if you or a younger child needs individual attention, so that the performers are not distracted. Silence during the performance is appreciated. Thank you.
This afternoon, we are very proud to present On Broadway, a collection of songs that have been part of Broadway stage for decades. In addition, we are excited to showcase our talents on the recorder with songs that have challenged us to learn the notes, rhythms, and correct fingering.
We begin our musical journey with the early sounds of the recorder. The recorder is a musical instrument that consists of a tube made of wood or another material that has holes along its length. These holes are covered by our fingers to produce different musical sounds or notes as we gently release air through the instrument. The recorder dates back to the Middle Ages or medieval period between 580 to 1500. It was a very popular instrument and provided hours of enjoyment for the players in the audience.
We begin our 5th grade concert with the recorder song Hot Cross Buns, which uses 3 notes of the musical alphabet B, A, and G. These were the first 3 notes we learned how to play on our recorders.
Each of our featured recorder ensembles represent 5th grade students who have learned at least the first 3 levels of proficiency in our recorder karate series. In addition to learning the white, yellow, and orange belts, many students have already achieved success at the higher levels of green, purple, blue, red, brown, and black.
Please welcome our future soloists, Brianna, Levi, Paisley, Levi, Cade, Christian, Grayson, Madison, Matthew, Athena, Aubrey, Arabelle, Aubrey, Chloe, Devin, Griffin, Adeline, Kaylee, and Carter. This song challenges us to add the notes D and E to our foundation notes of G, A, and B.
Please welcome Dominic, Lorenzo, Brody, Braxton, Marshall, Luke, Michaela, Jacob, Dominic, Montana, Addison, Paisley, Jade, Riker, Bryson, and Carter as they play this childhood favorite.
Broadway Kobe. At each level of the Recorder Karate series, more notes and fingerings are added to challenge our musicianship. This afternoon, we are very excited to share with you the talents of Olivia, Morgan, Sean, Alexis, and Cash as they perform When the Saints Go Marching In. The soothing sounds of the recorder can often provide such a relaxing, soothing sound that can even lullaby a baby to sleep. Our final recorder assembly section is their traditional song, Gently Sleep. Its beautiful text is, "Gently sleep, my sweet child, gently sleep with that smile. Gently sleep, little one, gently sleep, day is done."
Please welcome our recorder assembly leaders Danielle, Presley, Abigail, Adelie, Brandon, Gus, and Elena as they lead us in this calming lullaby.
Broadways has helped us improve our musicianship by reading music notes and rhythms. It has also challenged us to play an instrument using different fingerings to create different notes in different octaves. It has also empowered us to memorize music that does not have words.
We would like to say thank you to our parents, brothers, sisters, grandparents, neighbors, and classmates who have supported us while we continue to learn through all of our squeaks and squawks to make beautiful music for you today. Thank you.
The highest level of the Recorder Karate series is level 9 in the coveted black belt. This means that a student has successfully played all the Recorder Karate songs in levels 1 through 9, an amazing feat.
This afternoon, we are extremely proud to showcase 5 black belt recorder 5th graders in 2 spectacular selections. The first spiritual is Amazing Grace, and their second selection is Ode to Joy by Ludwig van Beethoven. Please welcome Alexander, Austin, Bentley, Forrest, and Lily.
from the earliest medieval times through today. Music has helped us express when we are happy, sad, tired, energetic, silly, stressed, or filled with joy.
We continue sharing our gift of music with Music of the Stage, those show-stopping, award-winning songs that you love to sing. We begin with a few selections from the musical library of Broadway's innovative musical theme, Richard Rodgers and Oscar Hammerstein. Their musical theater writing partnership has been called the greatest of the 20th century.
This afternoon, we would like to share 3 songs from their most outstanding successes on the Broadway stage. Rodgers and Hammerstein's very first musical was Northern Oklahoma, a story based on the 1931 play Green Road Lilacs. The show opens with the character Curly singing a very famous song, Oh What a Beautiful World. Please welcome the fifth graders and soloists Lorenzo, Sean, and Garrett singing this classic song.
There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. The corn is as high as an elephant's eye, and it looks like it's climbing clear up to the sky. Oh, what a beautiful morning! Oh, what a beautiful day! Of course, the most successful Broadway musicals are shows where all the pieces come perfectly together. The singing, dancing, acting, and of course the audience applauding.
The King and I, written in 1951, was the 5th musical written by Rodgers and Hammerstein and became another huge success. It was based on Margaret Longden's novel Anna and the King of Siam.
I Whistle a Happy Tune was written as a way to encourage someone to put on a brave face in the presence of their fears. In other words, you can do it. While practicing this song, we learned that whistling is not as easy as it sounds. Please welcome our soloists, Sean, Michaela, and Carter. I won't be afraid. I hold my head erect and whistle a happy tune, so no one will suspect I'm afraid. While shivering in my shoes, I struggle honor the legendary genius of Rodgers and Hammerstein without including a song of their original 1959 Broadway production of The Sound of Music. Based on the story of Trapp family singers, it earned 5 Tony Awards, including Best Musical.
One of its most memorable songs was sung by the character Maria in the Von Trapp Children. Please welcome our 5th grade singers, the Rodgers and Hammerstein classic, Do Re Mi. Another great musical composer was none other than Meredith Willson. In 1962, he wrote The Music Man. It's set in 1910 and tells of a traveling con artist named Harold Hill as he targets the residents of a small town in Iowa and poses as a boy band leader. He tries to sell them band instruments and uniforms, promising to train them to play. However, Harold is no musician and plans to skip out of town without giving any music lessons. Let's take a journey back to see what happens to Harold Hill in the small town, in the little town in Iowa.
All aboard River City, Iowa!
You intrigue me. I think I'll have to give Iowa a try. Don't believe I got your name. Don't believe I dropped it.
So Harold Hill ventured off into the small town of River City, Iowa to try his luck. Harold Hill was surprised to run into his old buddy Marcellus Washburn. What are you doing here? You're not back in the band business.
Yep.
But you don't know anything about music.
Marcellus, stop worrying.
We got a lady music teacher here who will expose you before you get your bags unpacked.
If she passes by, point her out.
I will.
May I have your attention, please? Attention, please! I can deal with trouble, friends, with the way of my hand, this very hand. Preserve me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize the River City Boys Band. Well, band will do it, my friends. Yes, I mean a boys band. Do you hear me? I say River City's gotta have a boys band, and I mean she needs it today. Well, Professor Harold Hill's on hand.
calls for emergency action. That man is a spellbinder. Found out if he ever got his college music degree.
Harold Hill evaded the school board's request for his degree by teaching them the joy of singing and harmony.
Some of the ladies were suspicious too. Harold Hill continued to sell instruments to all the boys in town. And he kept escaping the school board's request for his credentials. Marion, the music teacher, was suspicious of Harold Hill too.
Marion, now what are you up to?
I have a feeling that the Indiana Journal may help me poke some holes in Professor's claims.
Marion found some interesting information about Harold Hill's background at the library.
He couldn't have graduated from college in Gary, Indiana in '05.
Because the town wasn't built until August 6. Before Marion could take her evidence to the mayor for inspection, an amazing thing happened.
Wells Fargo wagon is just coming up from the depot.
At this hour of the day?
It might be the band instruments.
The band instruments. I want that man's credentials.
I got a box of maple sugar on my birthday. And once I got a great banana. And once I got some grapefruit from Tampa. Montgomery Ward sent me a bathtub in a crosscut song. It could be curtains or dishes or a double or it could be something special, something very, very special now just for me.
Here you are, Winthrop.
My cornet. Gee, thanks, Professor.
Round one for you, Mr. Hill, but I better hear some tune out of them horns in pretty short order.
Marion could see how happy Winthrop was, and all because of Harold Hill's band. Everybody's spirits in town have been lifted. Harold Hill might have come to River City to sell something to people that they didn't need.
But what he gave them was something that changed their lives. The inspiring gift of music.
Thank you all for attending our 5th grade music concert today. I'm Matt Paris, the principal of O'Connell Falls Elementary School. The 5th graders have had an outstanding performance this afternoon, and they still have one final song to perform for you. But first, I would like to take a moment to thank the teachers, staff, and students who helped make this performance possible. The high school students for managing the lighting and sound, the custodial staff for helping us set up for the concert, and Mrs. Carrie Judd for videotaping this performance. I would also like to introduce and thank our outstanding 5th grade team, Mr. Nick Berg, Mrs. Emily Robinson, Miss Haley Whiting, Miss Allison Lynch, Mrs. Danielle Compton, Mrs. Sarah Harp, and Mrs. Betsy Fletcher. Our instructional paraprofessionals, Miss Leah Thronson, Mrs. Brenda Athey, Mrs. Julie Conitzer, and Mrs. Brenda Kutska. And last but not least, our 5th grade music teacher, Miss Amy Thiel.
As 5th graders at O'Connell Falls Elementary School and the future high school graduating class of 2031, we invite you to look back with us as we reflect on our year in pictures.
We have had an excellent year filled with activities that have made us better than ever.
As we look forward to the future, we know that our possibilities are limitless. As our last song, which was written for the 1996 Olympics held in the United States, fuel the flame, forever burn, teaching lessons we must learn to bring us closer to the power of the dream.
Thank you again for supporting us to be our very best.
And one of the most awesome 5th grade classes in O'Connell Falls history.
In a class that looks toward the future with hope and dreams for a bright future, thank you for coming to our concert.
We would like to invite the audience to be part of our last song and ask that, as we sing the power of the dream, we encourage anyone who has a phone to turn on their flashlight and join us in celebrating our hopes and dreams for the future.